What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Next Gen Madden 25 video on my PS4. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Your criticism in the comments section. As always, play this for you at speed. I ask you to follow me on Twitter. My username is ShutdownSafety. So, kind of retrospect here. For those of you that maybe only been watching the videos for a year or two, 3-4 years ago, we would load up All Pro Football, load up 2K5, and we would do breakdowns, not of bad plays, but of plays where we were amazed at the intelligence of the AI, the decisions the players made, and the game's ability to create individual players that reacted to their real-life counterparts would have, and really just talk about and discuss how much more enjoyable that accurate representation of football made the game. And lately in Madden, we've really had to get away from that because the game doesn't seem to have that same drive. And to be honest with you, this is a very nondescript play, but I wanted to bring it up because it's one of those times where most of the things are done properly, and it really shows you what the game is capable and how the game should be playing, and you would hope that the developers or whoever's helping work on this game would take these plays and say, listen, let this be our baseline. Let this be the staple of what we want to see, and then let's try to go back and reverse all the things out that lead to these glitches and these issues and these really things that you see people making entire videos out of on other channels, and mine as well, so that we can have all-around more enjoyable experience. So we're going to take a look at this pass here. Dalton is going to throw this over to Mohamed Sanu. It's going to get deflected by Vontae Davis. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the line interactions, because to be honest with you, they're pretty good across the board. I'm going to remove the box so you get a better idea what's going on here. The pocket sets pretty well. You see Smith and Whitworth set back a little bit. There's not that much of a cup here, not that much of a cone, but it is pretty respectable. I mean, it's better than what we've seen in the past. One thing that I don't like here is the fact that 66 and 68 kind of piggyback on each other to try to block Corey Redding. I don't know what this is about. I don't know why he would wrap his arms around, the center would wrap his arms around the lineman like this to try to get to Redding. But, it happened. It is what it is. Over here, I'm actually user controlling Werner. I get around Smith pretty realistically, and then I'm going to come back and put pressure on the quarterback to make him release the ball. Over here, you can see Whitworth kind of struggles with Mathis a little bit here, and Bernard comes in there and does a little chip, and even though there's some motion shifting and warping, I can respect it and understand it because it puts Mathis back in a position to be blocked by Whitworth, and that's fine. Apart from that, the coverage is pretty good. I mean, my little linebacker here is kind of dropping back into infinity, but at least he's shading towards receivers. So that's not that bad of a thing. He's not being static and standing there. The coverage over here on the other side is pretty clean. It's just a straight curl. Asamoah does a pretty good job. My linebacker here doesn't do all that great of a job protecting the flats, but I mean, he does a yeoman's job. It's not something that I would openly complain about, but to focus on the Davis-Sanu interactions here, you can see Davis tries to jam him off the route, loses, pursues, and then you see there Sanu breaks down into his route, and Davis isn't reacting before, which is what you want to see. He reacts afterwards, sticks his feet down on the ground. They both open up their chest to try to come around. Davis obviously to defend, Sanu to catch the pass, and you can see Davis just kind of does this really nice seamless arm wave through the animation, and that actually deflects the pass perfectly. There's no real shifting here on the ball. It just comes in, and it might wobble a little bit before he gets to him, but you could see the trajectory of it was going to have it in line to deflect off his forearm. Back behind him, Bethea, my safety, reacts to the throw, comes in. I'm not sure why he puts his arms out like this. I don't know if he's going for a tackle or a deflection off of maybe the ball being batted up in the air. But overall, this is kind of the interactions you want to see across the board, a realistic play. A lot of these happen to be incomplete passes when I see them, but I wanted to share them with you guys, get your impression of it. Love to know that. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll be back with more content later on in the week.